You're on The Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
There he was on the BAFTA's red carpet, just trying to get through it, answer the questions, and get into the awards ceremony. When he got a question that wasn't just unexpected, a lot of people thought it was inappropriate. So this was on the BAFTA's red carpet with BBC's arts and entertainment correspondent Colin Patterson. He stopped actor Andrew Scott, who most people know as the hot priest from Fleabag, and he asked whether or not he knew Saltburn star Barry Keoghan, who we all know from the nasty bathtub scene. And that's when things got a little uncomfortable. So the interview starts with him asking if he's seen all the Saltburn scenes, and Andrew starts to get visibly uncomfortable. He starts shaking his head. He kind of presses his lips together as if he doesn't want to respond.
Why is he asking him these questions? Just to elicit a reaction?
I think because it's Saltburn. It's one of the biggest British films, and it's, the BAFTAs. So, of course, they're, trying to get a reaction and get some headlines about it.
Gotcha.
And at one point, he just walks off and leaves.
Do you know Barry well?
I know Barry, yeah.
Okay, your reaction when you first saw the naked dance scene at the end of Saltburn.
No spoilers, please, though. Okay, well, listen, I won't spoil it for anybody. It's great. It's great.
You can spoil away.
Yeah, no, I won't spoil it for anybody.
There was a lot of talk about prosthetics. How well do you know them?
I don't know.
Too much.
Idiot.
Yeah, so a lot of fans felt like the journalist was being a little skeezy in this moment, especially because Andrew is gay. So it's kind of like the equivalent of asking a straight female co-star to answer a question about your male co-star's genitalia.
Yeah.
Presenter Alex on Twitter said that this is frankly disgusting. Andrew Scott is there to support his multiple nominated film, and this is what you ask? Mm-hmm. He looks visibly uncomfortable, and the guy carried on. Truly horrid.
Which is odd from the BBC. Like, if National Choir did it, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's par for the course.
Well, I just think that things have changed so much over the years. Now everything's clickbait, right? So while you have these, these websites and these institutions that used to be so credible, now it's about clickbait. Ask something outrageous, get people to our website.
Exactly. And to an extent, I do feel a little bit bad because every interview you have, it's totally dependent on the person that you're talking to. And you could have asked another actor that, and they might have had fun with that question. So to an extent, I have a little bit of empathy for the journalist thinking, oh, maybe Andrew will have a fun time with it and, he'll think it's cheeky. But to somebody else, they're going to feel so uncomfortable about it.
I'm perplexed because this is the second time we've talked about this. Journalists not being able to read the room. Like as soon as you ask that first question, like Savannah Guthrie with Kelly Rowland, right? And in this instance, you could tell he was uncomfortable. He didn't want to answer it. So, I don't know, pivot and move on and ask something different.
I think people should start, I don't want to say embarrassing the journalists, but I certainly think they should start making it an awkward situation and making people realize that when you ask these ridiculous questions to get clout, that it won't be worth it in the end, and then I think that's when it'll stop.
Can I ask you guys a total sidebar question? It has very little to do with what you're talking about except the prosthetic part.
Okay, well, thank you for pivoting.
Have you guys seen, of course you've seen on TikTok the Get Ready With Me trend?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you see the one that was going around yesterday of the dude that went over the top on it?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's a dude that I don't know if he was parodying this or he was really getting ready, but as he's talking to the camera, he is totally naked and he puts his pants on. You guys haven't seen this?
No.
Okay, then never mind. I was going to ask you guys if that was a prosthetic or not, because that is a gifted person. And I didn't know if it was real or not.
So it's a naked man just on TikTok doing a Get Ready With Me?
Yeah. And the first thing that he does is he's totally naked and he puts his underwear on. But
is that allowed on TikTok?
That's what I was. I'm like, how is this allowed on TikTok?
It wasn't blurred out or nothing?
It was what?
It wasn't blurred out?
Oh, no.
You sure you were on TikTok?
There wasn't enough blur on in the United States to blur that thing out.
That's going to get yanked in more ways than one, but TikTok will take that down.
Yeah, by the time I saw it, it had been circulating on Twitter, and it was kind of trending yesterday, so I just assumed maybe you guys saw it or not.
No.
Oh, so you saw it on Twitter, not on TikTok.
It was a TikTok that had made its way to Twitter.
Okay, yeah,
No.
Twitter. Yeah, that's
I was
normal.
like, dude, we need to talk about your algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm not even on TikTok.
Yeah, I think you were on a different app called Porn Talk.
But this had to be, and it wasn't in the aroused stage, and I just thought this has got to be fake, but I wanted to get Maybe it was wishful thinking on my part.
There's been rumors that ever since they started using them on television, that people have been using them for clout. And I never wanted to mention it because then you just sound like a hater as a man. But that's what they say.
I was just curious.
It can also be AI now.
It could be. Okay, AI certainly is very advanced now.
All right, a lot of Marvel fans are saying that this is one of the worst MCU flicks to ever come out. I'll tell you which film you might want to avoid seeing on your next eBuzz on The Bert Show.
You're on The Bert Show.